world have you dragged me into Ottawa with all my collection? What is the reason?
Mary, I wanted you to come in because Marnie's birthday is coming up, her 90th birthday, and her family are having a party. And they want us to go through our memories and see if there's some episode at Back Row that we want to talk about. And I decided that it would be sub-night.
Sub-night, come on. Jamie, you know damn well that we never had a Subway in Back Row. We didn't even have a Tim Hortons.
Mary. See, as I said, my retention is hopeless. If you don't, you say you lose it. If you don't use it, you lose it.
Oh, you? Well, so I can't spell.
So why did I ask you to bring in your collection?
Well, you know, I'm not as dumb as I look. I know what you meant. You meant the night that we thought we were going to entertain some German submariners. That's what you meant by sub-night. That was a night to remember. But how about that story that you and Betty brought back that afternoon, after your walk?
Yes, we walked down to the point. It was a dull, gray day, and we were bored. And we looked out at the water, and we saw something. And so we decided, it could have been anything. But we decided to make a story of it. And we came back to the station and told them that we had seen a sub. And that very same day, Ma'am got a notice from Halifax that 2 submarines had been located just offshore, and we should put out a watch.
Well, doesn't that make you wonder? I mean, what if what you saw was really a submarine? Now, it would have made a much better story had Ma'am called Halifax and said, 2 of our wrens saw a sub half a mile offshore. That would have been a great story. But what happened after we got that call?
Well, we had a conference, and we decided we'd put the Bren gun down in the transmitter room, facing the back door.
Which was just a few feet from the shoreline.
Yeah, not very far. And then we would spread the other guns around, and Bob would be in charge of the kegs of dynamite. And so then if the raid happened, we would start shooting, and Bob would set off the dynamite, and we'd all run like hell.
Oh, that's a great story. A lot of people wouldn't believe it. I wonder what those of us who were 18, 19, and 20 thought of that. You know, we'd been there playing with our Loran, and all of a sudden, the Germans are here. I guess we realized there was a war on. Were we going to use the Sten guns? We knew something about the Sten guns. Or were we going to try the rifles that we could hardly lift? Or how about a Bren? Well, we only had one. Here's the rifle. You can hardly lift. Oh.
Those rifles were heavy.
You got that right. I guess that's why Bob and Jack marched around the fence with a rifle under their arm.
They patrolled the fence all night.
But there's our little Sten. It was a wonderful gun. Beautiful. I love that gun. Okay. Who was on watch and what was happening?
Well, we were on watch from 8 till 12, and then Peg came on at 12 to 4. Peg's watch was Peg Lynham, Carmen LaFrance, and Corny.
And who was in your watch?
Betty Dicker, Barbara Long, Marnie.
Marnie? Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So where were we? Oh, I don't remember what else happened after, what watches were on after the 12 to 4. And then Bob and Jack patrolled the fence all night with their trusty rifles over their shoulders.
Hmm.
And then the stens.
Right.
We had the stens that we all knew what to do with the sten guns.
Right. Well, do you wonder where I got this collection?
Yeah.
Well, I stole them.
Oh.
Yeah. The day I left back row, I went down to the Quonset hut and tucked them in my suitcase. But I don't want you to tell anybody because you know what they're like about guns now. You know, I could go to jail with these, and I'm too old.
Well, these aren't even real. There's some collection.
Well, never mind. We won't go into that.
You never really had a collection.
Well, okay. I never really had a collection. Another failure. Well, that night passed without incident. That vision of us defending HMCS back row never came to be. We never fired at the Germans. We never blew up the Quonset hut, and we never ran down the road. In official circles, it became known as an incident at East Back Row. The next morning, Halifax reported that the submarines had gone to other areas. Why do you suppose that happened?
Well, they were told by the 5th column, whatever, that we were well manned and well trained, so they decided that they wouldn't attack. So they'd say that the Wrens defended Canada from invasion.
Yep. Well, that's great. First invasion since 1812.
Right.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Marnie. Happy birthday to you. How about that?
Have a very, very happy birthday, Marnie.
And we're sorry we're not there.